Let's do it. Let's do it.
Come on, Deontay.
He's scared, though. He's scared as fuck. Let's do it.
Well, now that fight is wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen, Deontay Wilder getting the split decision victory against Derek Chisora at 40 years old, says he's going to continue to stay in the game of boxing. Did that performance give you the reason to say that he can beat guys like Fabio Wardley? That he can beat guys like Andy Ruiz Jr.? Like he can beat guys like Moses Itauma, Richard Torres Jr., Ajit Cabowell? We all know he can't beat Alexander Usyk, and we all know he can't beat Tyson Fury. Daniel Dubois and Deontay Wilder have never fought before. Can he beat Anthony Joshua? I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all those fighters that I just named, he probably has the best chance of beating Andy Ruiz Jr. to any of those dudes. I don't see him beating Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, who was at the event, on his feet, excited as hell, watching that fight. Got into a couple altercations with Deontay Wilder. Nothing crazy, but I've seen a couple different times them walk by each other. And Anthony Joshua, give him the eyes. You just seen Deontay Wilder exiting the building, exiting the arena. He tells Anthony Joshua, let's do it. Let's make the fight happen. Anthony Joshua doesn't say nothing. Eddie Hearn, they're kind of like, can he beat somebody like Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest with you, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. I know Anthony Joshua is coming off beating Jake Paul. And I know he was coming off a knockout loss against Daniel Dubois. But what I seen from Deontay Wilder, I just don't think it's enough to be able to beat Anthony Joshua at this moment. I still think it'll be an exciting fight. But I think Derek Chisora, he wasn't there, man. He tried his hardest. He got tired by round 4. It was, what we thought the last fight of his career. He came in the heaviest that he's ever came in. And just didn't look like the dude came to fight in a 12-round fight. Full conditioning. Prime of his career when the dude is 42 years old, right? Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, now that is a more fresher opponent than Derek Chisora, and I think would give Deontay Wilder a lot of problems. Now, the chin of Anthony Joshua, that is still suspect. So Deontay Wilder, he landed a couple big right uppercuts, a couple big right hands. I think it would be possible for him to rock Anthony Joshua. But I don't know if Deontay Wilder can beat him anymore, man. Fabio Wardley? I'll be real with you, bro. A couple fights ago, I probably would have said Deontay Wilder could beat Fabio Wardley. But now, after seeing that performance and seeing how Fabio Wardley's been looking most recently, if he caught Deontay Wilder with some of his power shots, the way Derek Chisora was catching Deontay, because he was hitting him right on the button, Chisora. But Deontay's punch resistance looked to be there. It looked to be strong. But against a guy like Fabio Wardley, my goodness, man. My goodness. I really don't know if Deontay Wilder can beat Fabio at this time in his career. Moses Itauma, who just knocked out Jermaine Franklin, the first person to ever do it. Before that, Dillian White in 1 round. There's no way Deontay Wilder beats that guy. There's no way. In this fight against Derek Chisora, I've seen a lot of holes with Deontay Wilder. Although, he did enough to win the fight, I've seen so many openings. And if it was a more fresher Derek Chisora or a fresher fighter, then they would have actually been able to take advantage of those openings against Deontay Wilder. Derek Chisora, he was doing a good job of going to the body. But when it came up top, yes, he was catching him every now and then, but he wasn't consistent with it. Deontay was doing a good job with his distance, his jab, his footwork. But at times, I seen so many openings to where I was like, Derek Chisora, dude, if you could just land a 3-4 piece combination, like an Andy Ruiz type combination, all to the dome, you'll be able to knock out Deontay Wilder. But Wilder was doing a good job of pulling back. He wasn't protecting his head, and that's why I said to myself, like, if he pulls back like that against guys like Fabio, Wardley, Ajit Cabral, Moses Itauma, even Anthony Joshua, he's gonna get clipped big time on the head, right? I don't think he could beat a guy like Moses Itauma, and I don't think he could compete anywhere in the likes with a guy like Ajit Cabral. An Andy Ruiz fight, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that at all. We haven't seen Andy Ruiz since his fight against Gerald Big Baby Miller. Gerald Big Baby Miller and him going back and forth in a war. Andy Ruiz looked spectacular in the first half of the fight. The second half of the fight, Gerald Big Baby came out hard. Andy Ruiz Jr. is a fighter that you know is going to show up at least way longer than 4 rounds that Derek Chisora showed up, right? You know he can fight competitively for the 12 rounds, and it's probably a little bit more crisper, cleaner, fresher, being that he's younger than Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora has got the most losses on his career now, right? I think he has 14 losses now. 14 losses, 36 wins. The 50th fight of his career. Deontay Wilder is going to have a tough time figuring out who his next opponent is going to be, trying to line him up with somebody that he can actually win. Because I don't see him being victorious in a lot of these fights. Now, does that mean he shouldn't make them? No, because Anthony Joshua was there. I know there wasn't the most animosity between them, back and forth going between them. Anthony Joshua didn't get in the ring after. They didn't do a face-off or nothing like that. I know Anthony Joshua is lining up that fight into in the end of the year with Tyson Fury. That fight gonna be held by Turkey Al-Sheikh. It's gonna be a crazy fight. That's what Anthony Joshua's next in line for, following the loss of his friends and that Jake Paul win. So I don't see that fight being possible. But man, dude, my goodness, let's see what's gonna happen with Deontay Wilder and who's gonna be his next opponent. But let me know what you guys think. Does Deontay Wilder compete with any of the good heavyweights right now? I don't think so. But I can't wait to see who's going to be next, and I would love to see these fights made. Imagine him versus Fabio Wardley. My goodness. My goodness. I'm out.